All right, we're live. Hello, Maree. Hello, Jesse. Hello, everybody on the chat.
Hello,
Um,
Lisa.
so we weren't able to catch up because we had some technical difficulties. So I didn't get to ask you, how are things over there? Anything crazy happening?
I have just noticed that there's more banks closing down. In Queensland, my bank, they said they're shutting down at least three in the area, city I live in. Yeah, there's heaps, and lots are amalgamating. So I don't know about over there, but I'm actually hearing that a lot of the smaller banks, that there's four big banks, but they're all getting chomped up. So I don't know if that's in preparation for something.
Well, we can ask the cards.
Ask the cards. Hi, everyone. It's nice to see everyone on.
I know. Nice to see everybody on.
How are
Um,
you, Lisa?
well, I have to tell you, the energies are kicking my butt.
I'm glad you said that.
Oh my God, they're kicking my butt. It's being uncomfortable. I have all these aches and pains everywhere. And the whole time I'm like, nope, it's nothing major, just the energy's clearing. But it even nausea one day, just like it's so strong, so strong.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. It's really powerful. And I've been seeing it with everyone, this frequency that's coming in through here, just with people I've been doing energy work with. And I've been feeling it as well. And it's interesting because the light body symptoms, like your nausea and all of that, that's also a part of like traveling, like interdimensional traveling, because we're getting pushed. And I've even had a little bit of indigestion, which I never get, like similar. And for me, it always comes through as I just get this despondency, like, oh, what's the point?
Yes, exactly.
I have attitude problem.
Exactly. That was the thought that went through my head. It's like, I'm so over this. Like, I'm done. Like,
Yeah, just pickle me now. Like, I'm done. I know. I'm so glad you said that, because I'm not normally like that. So I know I was going, oh, wow, okay, there's something definitely shifting and pushing people. And yeah, and it's okay. So,
yeah, yeah.
so yeah, how's Indy? Is Indy behaving?
He's been a little bit more mean. Maybe more.
I actually said that too, because Clive, the death stares I get, and he just starts scratching on anything near me. Like, he doesn't jump. He'd when we jump up, have a cuddle. No, he's now scratching and glaring at me. I'm just,
Yeah.
what is wrong with you? So yeah, I think it's affecting everyone, animals included. So yeah, just need to have a little bit more patience.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And I think we're all going through it. And my friend Tracy, both of her kids went home sick, and it wasn't like any symptoms of the flu or anything like that. Because I don't want to use the other word. Um, and it is the flu anyway. Uh, so I think it's affecting children as well. I don't know if it's affecting people that are not at the more of the higher vibrational level, like the regular people that aren't spiritual, that don't know what's going on. I don't know.
They would just put it probably down to what they would normally call anything. Oh, I've got a cold, or I've got a tummy bug, or I've got I'm feeling really depressed, I'm flat. And it's they don't look at, hey, okay, I'm having an upgrade, there's more frequency coming in. And so they go into that, and then what happens, of course, is when we focus on it, it gets worse. So
Yeah.
they're not, yeah. So it's and what I've been noticing as well, guys, I don't know about everyone else, is before I go to sleep, normally I just go straight off into the upper echelons. I'm gone, baby. I don't hang around in the astral plane. The last 3 nights I've been going, oh, I'm in the astral plane. I don't like this. And so I had to run white light and do the violet flame to get myself to go straight through. So I don't know if anyone else has been noticing that. So, yeah, just a quick question for anyone that's sort of been going to sleep and noticing anything different.
Yeah. Yeah. So Trixie was wondering if you're on vacation because your background looks different.
No, I've given myself a holiday by switching things around, because when I have clients that come to me physically, I have it set up in a very different way to how I'm actually doing it with you guys here. And so I had a client and I went, oh, I think I'm just going to change my backdrop for a little bit. It's like a holiday. So sort of Trixie top, but it's a holiday at home.
Well, yeah, I definitely wanted to talk about the energies because they are definitely, one of my good friends was also texting me like the last 2 days, 2, 3 days have been hell. Like it's just, and you got to be strong. And especially me and you, we don't have a partner to hold us, to make us feel better, to tell us everything's going to be okay, and not that I need it, right? But it's nice to have it. And so when everything's achy, I still have to take care of everything. I still have to, do the dishes and, right? Like there's nobody to help us. I think that makes it also a little bit more, makes us more tired, right? Because we still have to do it. Even though we feel crappy, we still have to do everything around the house. So
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, sometimes though, with some partners, it's even worse having them around when you're not well. Sometimes you're better off being on your own. I'm sure there's a few people that will attest to that one.
yeah.
But you're right. It's just nice just to have that, be able to just let go fully and just have someone else, maybe support you when you're going through that. And I think the thing is, as long as they're not going through it at the same time, because then usually we're the strong ones that stand up and do it for both,
Yeah,
so
that's true.
it just depends. So
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, right now I'm super achy. My back, the middle of my back. Today's been moving around. Like it started on my right rib, then it went down to my right hip, then it went up to my neck, I think to my back, the middle of my back, and now it's moved to the left.
It's crazy, isn't it? And it's nothing that's physically wrong. It's simply this releasing of emotions and energy. And look, now that we're talking about this, can I show people that I call it the vagal nerve reset? I don't know if I've showed you this. I think I did. But obviously within our gut, we have millions of nerves that connect up through and then into the brain. And this is where we get our gut feelings from. But what happens is it can go out of balance really quickly. And I read this or saw this little YouTube on it. So what you do is you actually just check. So you're just sitting and you just check your neck and see, as you turn to the right side, is there any pain down my back? Is there any stiffness? And then you do the same on the left side and you just take note. And then you do this thing called your vagal nerve reset. Now to do that, you just put your hands behind your head like this and you hold your head nice and still, but you turn your eyes to the right first. And as soon as I start doing this, I start yawning because this is a release and this is a re-triggering of it. So I'll yawn. That's my way of doing it. Sorry. But then you do it to the other side as well. So you go to the left. I'm going to yawn again. I'll suppress it because I only just did this a while ago. But some people find they get a jerk. Some people find they might cough. But you'll know when your body has done that. So, and then once you've done it, you just check and you turn your head. I can actually turn my head, even with that small little reset I did. I can turn my head heaps more. And I did have pain through my right back of my shoulder here when I did it the first time. And as soon as I did it, that pain went. It was amazing.
Yeah, I saw that video. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, and it works. So I actually do 2 things every morning. I do my points here. I think they're K39s. I've got terrible memory for my meridian points. But I push these points, and that helps to get my whole meridian system back into alignment, and I can energetically feel the difference when that's aligned. You do it quite firmly just under the clavicle before the rib. And then I do my vagal nerve reset. And I find that actually helps me, especially if I'm in one of those what's the point sort of mood, like I've been in. So just a couple of little pointers for people, if you want to give them a go. And they're so simple. So, yeah. That might help you with your moving pain, is to do that vagal nerve reset as well. It might just help to readjust.
Yeah.
But
I definitely need to do that. I completely forgot all about it.
Yeah.
But I also want to learn how to, I've been looking at lymph node, um, drainage, lymph node
Yes.
drainage to get
Yeah.
the toxins out of the body, because I can feel them like on my ribs when, if the pain that I feel is the freaking lymph nodes.
Yeah. So, what have you been researching with that? What have you
So
found?
I found dry brushing,
I was
but
just
that,
going to say that.
yeah,
Yeah.
dry brushing. And I don't think I have seen anything else. So I've been doing the regular qigong that clears the energy, recycles the energy in the body, where you're shaking, you shake
Yes.
all this stuff off.
TRE. Yeah. TRE. Mm.
Yeah. So yeah.
That's great. And also, you can get lymph gland massages. There are masseuses who actually specialize in releasing and draining it. I'll often do. I felt like I always stay well, but I thought I was getting a sore throat, so I just did some clearing like this, even just physically through my lymph glands here, and it just gone.
Yeah, I
So,
saw that. I saw a video on the clearing this area
oh,
right
the
here.
face. Yeah. You can definitely do the face as well.
Yeah.
So, and just massaging ourselves, like even, that helps too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
gosh, I stopped wearing underwire bras probably 16, 17 years ago when I realised that that's all lymph glands underneath, and those underwires completely cut it off. So if any of you girls out there are wearing underwire bras, have a rethink. There's some really nice, comfortable yet still pretty bras that now don't have any underwire. So
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I try not to even use it if I don't have to.
yeah,
Yeah.
you get away with it. You're a skinny mini.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but yeah, and it's little things like that. Just remembering little things to help our body, because there's so many toxins that our body has to deal with in this day and age, that it's really good to just give it that assist. I've got a dry skin brush as well, and
Yep.
I keep reminding me. I used to be great with it every night before my shower or whatever. I would
Yep.
dry brush, because you've got to dry brush up towards the heart or down to the heart. That's apparently the best way to do it, and I know it makes a difference. So thank you. I'll get back into doing that again. It's easy to forget, isn't it? It's just
Yeah.
like, oh, that's right. I used to do that. I've got it sitting there in my drawer.
Yeah. Definitely. So
Yeah.
I'm glad we talked about the energies, because I know it's affecting everybody, and it's better when they know, like, you're not alone. We're all going through it, and it sucks.
And it's funny because like Elisa and I hadn't talked about any of this, and it's so nice just to come on, like Elisa says, and just know that, oh, that's right, I've got to remind myself it's not just me. All of humanity's going through this, and how for some people it comes through as really awful depression or things like that. Whereas we sort of we'll get through it a lot quicker than a lot of other people that don't do the energy work.
Oh God, I can't even imagine. Oh.
So did you still want me to ask about the banks, or you want me to move on to something else? Or
No, go ahead. Let's do it.
let's just see if this is part of the setup, the pre-setup for the shift over in a financial system. Let's do it that way. Jazzy,
Yeah.
you've got a big head, Jazzy. I need you out the way. Okay, so let's just see. Is this actually a part of a setup? Yeah. Okay. So when we get our Knight of Cups, this is someone that's bringing us a message emotionally, but they're doing it in a nice, steady way. So, this has been going on now for probably 2.5 years. This shift, this cutting back of banks and saying you can't get cash out of certain ATMs, and so it looks like it is something that's been done slowly. Yeah. The Four of Pentacles is all about a foundation that's taken a long time to set up. So this has actually been planned for a long time, and the Pentacles means money as well as reality. So I would say that that's a yes. Which one is it you want to come out? The Hanged Man. So we still have to wait a little bit, okay, because this is about surrendering and just letting go. So I feel it's all just going to happen when it's meant to happen, but it will be set up for us at that point. Look at that, Judgment. So when the Judgment cards come out, it's when that moment comes through, things will be set up, and they've been planning this for a long time by the looks of those cards. So yeah.
So do you think that the cards could give us some time frame at all?
Let's just see.
I mean, I know it's the time frame as of the now moment.
But it's definitely been on hold. There's definitely been, I'd say, setbacks and things going on. So let's just see if we can ask. Look, will it be 2024 in our timeline that we're at the moment for us? Is that a high potential? Oh, that one wants to come out. It's the first one. 8 of Cups. So something's definitely been walked away from. That to me is looking for something better. So emotionally, there's definitely something going down that people are going to walk away from. And I asked for 2024. So we've got the Fool card. So this is something new. This is stepping into a new arena. And yet it's done with faith. So it's like it's already been set up for us. We can't see it. But we're going to be looked after when this happens. And okay, just going to get that one out. No, you're you. It's you. 7 of Pentacles. It's all been planted. It's waiting. Like I said, there was definitely a hold up, but it's all been planted and put in place.
So can the cards tell us what the hold up is?
Well, I just pulled the 2 of Cups as you were asking that question. So I feel this is relationships and ongoing contracts, things like that happening. So I feel that this has had to go on. I mean, because they've been digging people out that have said they were good and they aren't good, things like that. So there's been setbacks. So it's like it's a massive, massive, massive operation. It's all connected. So if one little bit goes wrong, then they have to look at tweaking it and then changing everything else down the line, maybe. So that's my gut feeling with what's going on. So it's I just feel it'll happen one day and we'll go, oh, that's good. It'll be like we'll be so just over it. It's like, okay, yeah, that's nice. That's happened.
Yeah. Well, it's I know in my mouth it's about time.
That's what I mean. We'll be at that point, like, yeah, whatever, great. That's really nice for everyone.
Yeah.
So,
can the cards tell us, like, more or less, like, well, you already just told us what.
Look, I'm getting 2024. There'll be a process in place, so there'll be something new that comes through. But that's still when the 7 of Pentacles comes up after it. To me, there's a lot of seeds planted, but that's going to take a little time to grow as well, even with something new in place. It takes a while for change to fully become implemented.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, especially when it comes to finances for people. But it's there, is what the cards are saying. So that's a good thing.
Well, I think it's a good sign that the and I don't mean this in a mean way. I just know that this guy is rounded up, but so it's a story, but that the story is that Prince Charles got cancer.
What's your feeling on that one?
That's just the way that they're going to exit him out of the movie.
Correct.
You know?
We can ask if he's already gone.
Yeah.
We can see if he's actually, we'll ask it in the positive way. Okay. Has the physical Charles that we know from royalty, has he left the earth plane? The earth plane. Ouch. Okay, so the 10 of Wands. So this to me says action's been taken, nearly gone. So, but his image is still here. They're still again using his image for their purposes. So I'm feeling that's and that action will happen soon, because the 10 of Wands means it's not quite finished fully. But yes, he's gone. Yeah, he's got the Tower card. When I'm asking in this context, to me, it's saying, yeah, he's gone, except for they're still using that, because people would go and say, like, judgment. People would go crazy when the truth comes out, because people love the royals. They've been so brainwashed, and it's, it's just how it is. It's just a part of a culture that's been huge. So yeah, they're just taking the right amount of time to get rid of that aspect of royalty.
That's so ridiculous. I understand religion, right? Religion, I understand. People, I mean, this is like they probably would kill themselves if they knew, especially the Catholics, if they knew the truth. So I get that. But a royal, that's a celebrity. That's like saying like J Lo, is the bad guy, which she is, and then
Not really. Okay. Have you been to the UK and actually seen the setup and heard everyone talking about the royal family? Have you been
I've
there?
been a long time ago when I was like at 19, 20.
Oh, okay. Because what I realised is that that's interlinked with their politics as well, obviously, and it's got them through 2 world wars. This is how people perceive it. It's like this structure that's really safe and it's all for England. And so it's really political too. And to me, religion and politics, it's a similar vein. It's like, it really, people really sort of define themselves by it. So, yeah.
Wow.
I know.
Yeah, but that's such a small, compared to the global world, like to the whole world, that's such a small amount of people. Like I feel like they're sacrificing, the whole world just for,
No, because, okay, think about, again, I live in a Commonwealth country. I would say that 80% of Australians, I don't know, I'm just randomly pulling a figure out of the air, would actually really like the royal family, maybe, or 60% would really like the royal family and see them as a benchmark. Now, there's like how many? There's 100 and something, or 78 or something Commonwealth countries. You put all those people together as well, you're looking at the same amount of people that would look up to that royalty as you would maybe Catholics. So it's bigger than you think. The tentacles and the power that they've had and over Australia was set up wholly and solely, literally as a not a corporation, but as something by the royals, and it was all done so that it was a what do we call it when it's all done off the sea. So it was because they never came to Australia and did it. They did it off an island off Australia, and that's how they did it all.
Yeah. Well, I've been reading a book that it's so mind-blowing that I have to put it out to people in tidbits of information, and unfortunately you guys in Australia can't use it to get out of this mess. But there is a UCC code that now I found we can use to get out of paying the IRS and paying our credit cards, because the credit card has contracted the straw man. So it's the straw man name that's on the credit card, not my real human soul. So we can literally get out of auto loans, mortgages. I mean, you can get your house and own it. Right now, anybody who has a mortgage is owned by the bank. Even if you've paid it off, it's owned by the bank. People think they own it, but they don't. Same thing with the car. Even though, I have my title for my car, it's paid off, it doesn't mean shit. They own it.
That's because it's registered. I know, they're sneaky as, and Trixie Tot's right. It's maritime law. Thank you.
Yeah.
And that's how they worked it, so that we aren't actually birthed. We're birthed, from a boat in a boat. It's just crazy. You're right. We have what we call something law. It's something similar, but no one recognizes it. Like the judges won't even recognize it, even though it's real. It's like I can't think of the name of that either. I will. And you can sort of, I've seen 1 or 2 people get around it, knowing it really well. But so yours is called what? UCC, is it?
It's called the UCC. The UCC code, how to get out of legal tyranny.
Yeah. So common law is what we have here, but it's
you have common law?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. There's a common law aspect in Australia, but it's so hard. I mean, I know quite a lot about it, but you try and implement it and you just get laughed at.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like that right now, we are using Admiralty law, even though they call it sovereign, not sovereign, uh, statutory law, but because they hide behind that, but it's ultimately maritime admiralty law. And I mean, this book, I just it's so mind-blowing. It's very small, but in that small amount of space, he proves how the Vatican owns the United States, the corporation.
Hey, but because the corporation went bankrupt, because Australia as well apparently was owned by the USA corporation, and it was on the stock market like our whole country. So I'm wondering, now that the corporations are all bankrupt, which you can go in and actually see, I'm wondering if that changes at all as well.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It's fascinating.
But common law is what we want. Common law is the law, natural law is the law of God, the law of you don't hurt others, and you're allowed to do whatever the heck you want. And I can go as fast as I want in my car, and no law applies to me. Why? Because I haven't hurt anybody. I haven't physically hurt anybody. So it's common law is the law of like the Aborigines
of the land.
Yes, of the land.
Then there's universal law. There's God's law as well. So there's actually a hierarchy of those aspects. Yeah, it's fascinating. It's all been very nicely hidden.
Yeah. So what he does is he takes the codes that are in their law, in the corporation law, and he says, use these codes that tie back to common law. And then you can say, because of this UCC code, now I no longer, I'm using my rights, and I'm no longer part of your little system.
Yeah. Look, it's exciting. I don't think in time we're not going to need to do all this, but like meantime, it's so good to know. So what was the name of the book? Can you say it or not allowed to say
it? It is, I got to go to Amazon.
Okay.
But I think it's called the UCC code. Hold on, guys. Oh my God. What the heck?
Has it disappeared on you?
Yeah, I can't find it. Hold on. Here it is. Okay, it's called the UCC Connection, How to Free Yourselves from Legal Tyranny.
Beautiful. Okay.
And it's really, let me put it here.
You want to put yourself that big?
It's gotta be.
There it is. Okay, that's what it looks like. Okay. That's good to know.
Oh my God, you guys, if you are in the US, you have got to get this book. It's small. It's like, it took me an hour to read it. Seriously, an hour, maybe an hour and a half. But it was like, oh, I'm going to read it again. And just like, oh my God, this is incredible.
Yeah.
So it even tells you what to send to the IRS as far as like, if you receive a letter, it tells you, and it's very simple. It's like 2 sentences that you send back, and you go, due to US UCC code, I'm using my rights, and I'm part of the United States, not the corporation of the United States, or something like that.
I know. And it's simple words, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, a little bit, somewhat. Yeah, has been part of a learning process for this state national process. Learning
Yeah.
like like principal, agent, who's the trustee, who's the beneficiary, there's a lot of lingo that's it's a little complex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I know. And that's
Yeah.
deliberate. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely. So something that came up that I thought, so okay, so is this the setup for World War III? This supposed that the U.S. bomb Iran, really? Like, I don't know. I just don't.
Can I just say I actually, before I even saw what this was about, I think it was yesterday or something, something popped up. They're not actually bombing in Iran. I won't say the word. They're not doing this in Iran. They're actually picking specific sites that are in Israel or Syria, I think it is, that are run by Iran. So that's a really big distinction to make. And I went, oh, that's good to know when I saw that, because I don't usually.
Well, that's would be good for us to compare. What are you guys being told versus what we're being told?
How interesting. So have you not seen that?
No, I did see something about like that they had done that. I don't want to say it too much. And I was like, no way. I was like, no way. No
Have they?
way.
Well, should we just ask the basic question? Have they actually done what they've been saying?
Right. But regarding
regarding the question,
this country. Because why? What would be the why?
Yeah, I'm getting told that one's more interesting. There's a bigger meaning for this with the cards that are coming up. Let me just have a little. Yeah, it's definitely that one. Let's go back to here. Yep, it's that one. Interesting. So we've got a 5 of Cups, which is grief. So look, there could have been something that's gone on. But remember, there's 2 behind, so it's not as bad as what people think it is,
Right.
what they're making it out to be. Correct? The Hermit. So there's something deeper going on here. To me, the Hermit also is showing something, guiding us towards something that it's not known yet. This can also be a link into a higher sort of energy. So there's something going on. It's all part of a plan. And then the 5 of Swords. So what's it done? It's created a lot of questions in people's minds, because that 5 of Swords is about changing mindsets. So it's exactly what you've just said. It's nowhere near as bad as what they're portraying this to be. But let's just ask the question now that you said, which is this a setup? Is this setting something up so that there could be a scare event worldwide? Because I have absolutely no fear. To me, it's like, it's like,
well, like I said this week, I'm like, hey, if I have to go, let's go.
That's right. I'll feed the cat first on my way out.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Okay, let's have a look and see. Is this actually a part of the setup for the movie, for this play, in case they need to use a World War scare event? Oh, yeah, you're really... Ace of Pentacles, and that was zinging, man. That was zinging. So, yeah, that's a big yes for me. In reality, this is definitely a potential part of a psyop of some sort. Yeah, it's not what they tell us. I mean, God, how long ago did we learn to not listen? It's not for us, all of these stories that are coming out. Okay. Yeah. The 6 of Pentacles has come up. So they're offering something to people that are unaware. So to get them starting to sort of, go down that path of asking questions and all the craziness with it. So, yeah, and especially after all of the funds that they've given away to other countries because of certain clashes going on. Look at this one. Justice. Again, that was real zinging. So this to me is saying that this is coming, and this is one potential way for them to bring it about, to wake a lot of people up and to get them to see what's been going on in our world.
Okay. So it's
So
not really happening, right? At all. Like when I
maybe
saw
a
it, I
little
was
bit.
like, this is just like not even to me, I feel like that's not even happening.
Yeah.
Like
Well, I
it's
guess
just literally a title on a, I don't know. I just don't feel it. Like I don't feel substance behind it. Like
yeah,
there's something underneath it.
definitely not as much as what they're wanting. Hey, it's a little bit like the Texas border, right? They're portraying this as a like massive thing, and but people taking videos, it's not showing that. So
Okay. So yeah, this is the next question, right? Which is Texas.
yeah,
And Vic is saying, I live in Texas and I lived on the Mexican border for years. They're making a big deal, but they're holding back a large number of illegals so they can push them across all at once. When I don't know. Well, I'm thinking for the because they're trying to agree that illegals can vote. So to me, they're going to push them in when it's time to vote.
you think that's what it's for? We can ask. So big thanks for the info. It's really great. I love it when people are on the ground as well and
Yes.
actually using these things to see what's going on.
Yep.
It makes it really cool. So we
Yep.
can ask, was it okay? Now remember we're watching a movie. So was that the Black Hats, was that their want that they had all these people coming to vote? Would they really need voters if they had all these machines that could do it for them anyway? So this is, where the questioning could go.
So
The other,
so it either that the voting or they're bringing in drugs
yeah.
or like they're here to cause harm.
Or what about the military? Because there's been rumors that they're actually going to help if there's massive riots and things, if things, get exposed. So let's just see. Is it
So what
for?
I wanted to do was just tell the cards, tell us
Yep.
what's going on in Texas. Like
Okay.
literally, just whatever comes out. But cards, tell us what's going on in Texas. That's what I want to ask the cards.
Okay. Yeah. So the first card up is our Page of Swords. Now, to me, this is where there's furfies being told it's not truths, straight up. So they're doing quite a few of them as well. I mean, look at how many stories we've just talked about that we don't know why they'd be actually doing this. Interesting. So the Two of Pentacles. So to me, this is when more questions are needed, but also it's a 50-50 chance of something happening. So they may not have actually decided yet what they're going to do with it all. Because I believe that this is all under our white hat control. I really do. And they're just painting a picture so that it's freaking everyone out. Yeah, there we go. And it was so interesting. As I was talking about that, I was just getting I was thinking that Texas could be the actual instigator for the military to come in. So this death card is about transformation. So I'm wondering if it's just been a big setup as well. Like they've done certain things to allow them in so that they could send them to New York, send them to all these cities that were pro having the border open. Who knows? But yeah, so I feel it's actually oh my goodness, look at this. Then we've got our Ten of Cups, which to me is a really good outcome. So I feel it's a setup to help with allowing the military to come in because nothing's been done in the Senate about it. It's just, it's useless. So that's a really positive outcome. So that the cards are telling me it's a setup to be used to actually be allowed to bring in military. So, and it was interesting because I was just getting that. I love it when I get that thought or intuition and then a card comes up to confirm what's coming through.
Yeah. So Vic is saying they're making a big deal about Eagle Pass, but you can walk a mile down the road and still come across.
Wow. Yeah, it's a huge show. I know, it's crazy. So
So is it true then that there are a bunch of illegals waiting to get let out
or brought through? You mean?
brought through?
Where have they been held? Is it on the US side or is it on the Mexican side? Vic, can you let us know what you meant?
It says they're holding back a large
them.
number of illegals. So I imagine if they're illegals, they would be on the US side that's holding them.
That's what I'm going to presume, but if we're wrong. But look what just came up, the Emperor. I feel this is, again, all a big aspect, all a big play for the Emperor, who I see as Mr. T, coming back in, but it'll come via the military. So this, I feel that when this happens, that's when we'll see what it's all been about. And we just got a big yes to that, the Ace of Wands. So that's a yes, taking an action once something else has happened. So it could be up in the air until something happens. Temperance card, yes, there's going to be a change. We just have to have some patience. And emotionally, we don't need to worry. This is what the Temperance card always tells me. On an emotional level, it's going to be all okay. So aren't they really interesting cards to get when we're talking about this scenario? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're cleverer than what we think.
Well, I think we know less than what we think we know.
Oh, so Bix just said they're still in Mexico and headed north, from what I'm told. Yeah, so they're still in Mexico, so it's like they haven't even been let through.
Yeah, so it sounds like that's the story they're telling.
Yeah,
but it sounds like that's just a story and it's not true.
I love it. So yeah, thank you for the eyes on journalism. That's awesome. But,
yeah,
I feel they've actually got it under control. And as someone said, you're not seeing many videos. You're seeing the same video of them coming across. There's people aren't taking videos of it, which is they would be if they could see thousands of them at once, right? It just doesn't make sense, you know. There'd be thousands of those videos up.
Yeah,
there just isn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
yeah,
it's fascinating, but I really do. My feeling is that it is going to be a big aspect in a change for the US with military.
Yeah. So something else, I don't see any questions. So something else that comes to mind is at first I thought of the president of Mexico, and then that made me think of the new president in Argentina, who's supposed to go, he was going to go meet with the Vatican. And I was like, what? So I'm wondering, what is that all about? Like, why is he? Because some people first said, "Oh my God, he's the white hat. He's a white hat. This, and that." And then I heard, "Oh no, he's not. He's one of the bad guys." So anyway, I don't know. So can we throw the cards on him, on the president of Argentina?
I think they're all being used at the moment as a puppet and doing whatever they're told to do. But let's just see if he's playing a part, be it a puppet or not, or whatever, for the white hats. Should we ask that? Let's just see if that's actually what's going on. It's so fascinating. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That one. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so we've got the Queen of Cups. Now, this is someone that's emotional. It's actually an emotional aspect of us and how we react to situations. Because it was interesting when I first heard about him, I went, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Look what he's doing. But then all of a sudden he goes, no, we're not going into BRICS. No, and I was just going, yeah, no. There's something else going on here. So that he's created actually 5 of Wands. Now, this is a change through action. So he's creating some sort of change, whether it's people watching it go, I don't understand, you're going this way, and then you change direction. And the 2 of Swords has come up. Now, this can often be a no, or it can mean we're at crossroads and we have to ask more questions. So I'm going to ask for a clarifier on that because, I was just getting told it's to create confusion, because people then ask questions, which is what the Two of Swords is about. And then the Moon card came up. So he's a plant to create confusion, to create people to really get out of their comfort zone. That's what the Moon does. And again, it's emotional. And with that Queen of Cups there, it's going to make people go, why am I feeling like this is awful? So,
Yeah.
and as for the Vatican, I mean, isn't Argentina an extremely Catholic country?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, that would mean that he's making a show of, you know, doing what the majority of the country would want, because most people wouldn't have a clue about the Vatican. I mean, I don't know how many percent would be awake as to what's happened in the Vatican, or yeah, you know, what's really going on there. So it's a show, and yeah, it's what the cards are saying. It's to confuse, deliberate confusion.
So is he really Robin Williams? Can we ask the cards?
Okay, let's just ask that.
Because they were showing like the picture of him and how he looks exactly like Robin Williams.
Oh, actually, I saw that, and I was wondering. My question was, do they speak Spanish in Argentina?
Yeah.
Well, he would have to. Robin Williams surely would have to speak fluent Spanish.
Yeah, but I think I don't know if he was married to a Hispanic or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's a good point.
That's what I straight away I went. Well, he'd have to speak fluent Spanish, or you just couldn't. You couldn't do that. So let's just have a look and see. Is that? Yeah, it's we've got the Wheel of Fortune. So no, something's changed. Something's completely changed. To me, that tells me that something's changed direction. It's not what we're asking.
Okay.
So yeah, so no, I'm not. No, definitely look, Four of Swords. So there's definitely a mystery to it, but it will be revealed. I would say that all of the actors, because they advertise for actors, which is just hilarious. All of the actors, it will be revealed in time. That Four of Swords, but it's not coming up with a yes. It's him. So,
okay.
No, it's someone new. Page of Pentacles. It's someone new that we don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so then let's try and see what the cards have to say about the Vatican. What I'm thinking now is will be the setup to start bringing the Vatican down.
Let's have a look and see. So, I mean, there's been so many strange things going on there, and even people on the ground, a little bit like Vic was on the ground in Texas. There's been Italians, 2 years ago, sending out videos going, they've shut down the Vatican, like it's shut. You know, it's and that never happens, right? So there was stuff definitely going on then, but yeah, let's see what if this is the beginning of the reveal of things going on in the Vatican. Oh, I tell you, they're all up this end today. I still feel it's going to be covered up for a little bit because we've got our King of Cups. There's such an emotional investment, as we were talking about before, with religion and with royal families, and that it's still hidden. So let me just see if we can get another card to tell us. You know, it's the Fool. Yeah, I was getting that when the Fool card comes up. To me, that's the when the new world, you know, this new way of being comes out. I feel that's when it won't be exposed properly until then. It will be horrific if people are still living in this old matrix, and then that news comes out and all through the papers, and everyone believes it. That will create horror emotionally. So I feel it won't happen. Yeah, until the new we've stepped into our new world, and there's abundance, and then that way people are in much better frame of mind. They're not suffering because they look to that. That's their emotional support. You take that away from a lot of people, yeah, there's going to be chaos. So that's what I'm getting from the cards, which is really interesting.
So then can the cards tell us what's the deal with this meeting?
Between him and the Vatican. Yeah. Let's just have a look and see. Oh, I'm getting told to split these. Okay, this is interesting. Oh, you're not going to believe it. We've got the same card. And I shuffled and I got told to split. I didn't even do it. It's all a show. It's all a show just to, put the attention on it is what I'm getting told. So let's just see. Yeah. And the Three of Wands, this is about moving forward to the future but letting go of the past. It's putting the attention on it because it will be exposed. Okay, we've got our Devil card. That will be shown to people, but not yet. Two of Cups, that tells me that this is relationship building, or there's something that's going to happen first. Again, there's got to be a coming together first, or working together first. It's to bring attention onto the Vatican, so it's still in the forefront of people's minds. This is an important place. Important people go there.
Yeah.
That's sort of what makes sense from the cards. It's just, we know, and we know, but we've had so much time to digest all of this. You imagine, I would never tell all my beautiful nieces and nephews, I would never say anything to them about it. They just adore the Pope and the Vatican. I'm not going there. It's not my job.
My mom volunteers for them every day. She's in charge of the archdiocese here. Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like there are really good people within these setups and religions, and and as we always say, our intention is so powerful. So it's just they've had very big positions of power and authority and have had for hundreds of years. So this is the problem. So
they're the bankers dressed as religious people.
Yes. Yes. Correct.
Yeah. Crazy
time.
Okay, I don't see any questions. The other question I had was about Tucker Carlson interviewing Putin.
Oh, I haven't even looked into that much at all. So so what's your question on it?
My question is this part of the plan to awaken people?
Okay, because hasn't he got a huge following or something?
Yeah.
Okay, so let me just see. Is this part of the plan to? I'm getting the words straight away. Changing the rhetoric. They're the words that are intuitively coming through. So let's just see. Ooh. Yeah. We've got our Four of Pentacles. This always tells me this has been set up. This is a definite setup for a foundation, a new foundation. So changing the rhetoric. So let's just have a look and see what comes after that, because that'll give us a really nice hint. Seven of Pentacles, again, planting lots of seeds. This is planting seeds. Why would someone, I guess, like Tucker, that's respected and really, liked by particularly the US, a lot of people in the US, why would he go to Russia when they're meant to be the baddies,
The enemy.
I know. It's like, how can you just walk into an enemy's lair? It's genius, isn't it? Really, it's absolute genius. Yeah, Queen of Cups. People are going to contemplate this. They're going to go emotionally. But what? But we've sent all this money to the U country, and why would you go and do that with the enemy? It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. It's what the cards are saying, but it's a part of the plan. You look at that collaboration. Two of Cups again. We've definitely had a cards, giving us the same story, haven't we today? So, no, it is to change rhetoric.
Yeah.
From a trusted source.
Yeah. So let's ask then the cards, what do we have in store for us for this month?
Okay. I'm just going to ask in general. What do we have in general?
And this is for our community, right? The people that are part of our community.
Okay. Let's have a look and see. I shall tell you. This newfangled dangled tingling. Oh my gosh, you're not going to believe it. We've got the same cards again, and I shuffled and So we've got our Five of Cups and we've got our Hermit. So what it's telling me is don't let yourself get into a place where you really get emotionally affected by things. Remember, there's two full cups behind. And the Hermit is about meditating. The Hermit is about going deep within. So I would actually be just turning stuff off from what these are telling me. It's a turn off. Look inside yourself and find some joy. Don't let things get you down. Definitely not. Oh, you're not going to believe it. Five of Swords. It's the same cards. I mean, I can't make this up. I cannot. So don't let your mind go into worry and go. You can ask questions, but if you need time out, you take time out. There's going to be a lot of strange stuff coming up in the next month, for sure, with these cards coming up. So just tune out. We know we're looked after. We know everything's going to be fine.
Well, we should remind everybody that unnecessary worry, right? That's the card of unnecessary worry. And just, guys, every time we throw the cards, every single freaking time, it says it's the good guys. Every time. And these are the same cards that Janine is getting, Tarot by Janine. Same thing. So there's confirmation here, right? There's confirmation that, once again, every time we see something, it's not real. It's part of the movie. So we don't have to worry about anything, really. I don't think, especially in our community, the higher your vibration is, the less you're going to get affected. Seriously, unless your soul decided to want to be affected, right? But beside that, you're not. If you stay in a high vibration, there's absolutely nothing to worry about.
I agree. And then there was this last card was the one that came up. I love the Queen of Pentacles because she's all about contemplating your reality, contemplating what you have, what do you desire. So to me, it's to remind us to have gratitude, which again, as Elisa says, that's going to help us to raise our frequency and vibration. And even this morning when I was laying in bed, I was going, in that little thing of crazy world in my mind, I went, this is weird. So I went, I'm just going to go into gratitude. And then straight away I got, I remember how good that made me feel the last time I did that when I was in a place that was a bit low. So do that. This is, again, go in and just be so grateful for everything that you have. And it doesn't take long, and you start to feel better.
It does. It definitely makes a difference, guys.
Yeah.
It definitely does. All right, one more. Let's ask Jassy to tell you about these energies that we've been getting hit with. Let's see what he can tell us about these energies.
Great idea. Okay, Mr. Jasper, let's come in. Let's tune in to my higher self. Oh my gosh, my back just started hurting right then. And straight away, he just showed me gold. It's beautiful, this gold. It's almost like he just put a spotlight on me, and it's like filtered, beautiful sparkles of gold coming through. And he's going, yep. And he's going, this is really high. This is a really beautiful frequency. Plus consciousness is coming in to my mind as I'm looking at it and talking about it. I'm going to get him to show me a bigger picture, like a bigger view, if he can. Fascinating, because what he showed me was it was coming from like all four directions into this beautiful pillar of golden light. And it's for balance. He says this is actually what's really balancing everything up to allow things to move at a faster pace. So, yeah, that's why we're feeling it as well. And that's what's been coming up again in the healings I do with people. It's Christ consciousness and the gold. I'm seeing the gold, actually. Thanks, Jasper. I forget because I'm channeling when I'm doing these healings. I forget, but that's what I'm seeing as well as this gold. And our prism oil is being activated within our pineal gland. So if you're getting headaches or you're getting like sore, tender top of your crown or your feet there.
Yeah. Well, I've been feeling on the side when I think they work on my implant. So I don't know if that's also part of it.
Yeah.
And then eye aches. Like my eyes have been hurting. I don't get headaches for some reason. I get eye aches.
Look, I'm the same. I get a tender top of my head, and I know. I go, oh, okay. or I feel it energetically. Yeah, and I can actually feel it. Sometimes I've had a point right here or through my ear. I'll get a
Oh,
sharp.
my ears. Yes, my ears have been bothering me big time.
Yes. So and me too. And I'm like, oh, okay, there's a lot going on. But that's also part of this pineal gland that gets activated and puts out this chrism oil. So it's, and that's part of our actual ascension process as well.
Oh my God, it's freaking brutal.
But it's been suppressed for so long. It's like our beautiful little vessel here has to sort of work with our template, our blueprint, our spiritual blueprint. So
Wow.
it's amazing, really, when you think about it. And
I wonder, and I wonder if people are like, usually there's a lot of chat on the chat. I haven't seen.
I know. I wonder if they're still on.
Well, they're on because the number is showing 26, but I don't know if the comment section
Can someone say hi if you're actually on the chat? That'd be great, because I can't see anything either. I was thinking that too. So wonder if something's glitching.
Yeah, I don't know. The last comment was from Vic at 7:45.
No, Maree.
Okay, so everybody's just watching intently, or the opposite. They're just doing something else.
Oh, thanks, Guy. Oh, that's so nice. We thought where have they all gone?
They're riveted with the information that we're discussing.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh, that's cute. Yeah. That's funny.
Yep. So, okay, well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jazzy, so much. We love you. Thank you, everybody, for being here. And again, we love you. Hang in there. Stay high vibing. And we will definitely see you on. You're still doing the dream show, right?
Yeah, except for Zan is not able to do it with me anymore. She's just got so many commitments with her twins and everything. So I put out there, if anyone wants to just pop on and be guests or even come on or whatever, then really, really would love that. So, So I'll put it out there.
All right, awesome. All right, guys, we'll see you. We'll see you next Monday.
We will. Bye.
Bye.